Hello everyone and welcome to another writing vlog. It is Sunday today. It is currently 7:30 a.m. I didn't sleep very well, maybe you can tell from my face, because we were sleeping with the window open because it's really hot. The heating in this apartment is really strong, and so we want to sleep with the window open, but obviously we can control the heating. The heating is centralized, but we want to sleep with the window open, but it was really windy and the curtain kept flopping and making a mess. As you can see outside, it's still quite white. It is another quite chill day today in New York, and so the plan for today is to crack down on editing the video. I received some feedback on the last submission. I sent about a chapter block of about 27 pages long, and I need to reduce it and condense it to 21 pages. That's the general guideline. So turns out that, you know, as many writers have their faults and their positives, mine is that I tend to write a little too long, and I need to get better at really picking and deciding whether a scene is useful or not for the plot. Now, I think I do this because I actually quite enjoy reading long books. I love to, and I really enjoy reading books that are character driven, so I don't mind spending a lot of time getting to know a character, even in scenes that are not specifically getting the plot moving, but just for characterization. I like that as a reader. But turns out when you want to publish your first novel, they were explaining to me that actually it is better to send novels that are a bit more concise, a bit shorter, and this apparently is also related to the current economic situation, and now publishers are trying to save a bit of paper and the money cost associated with it, especially with new writers. It's not obviously the case for writers that are being reconfirmed, but for new writers this is the situation. So the plan for today, that being said, is to cut down these pages, work on this chapter block, reduce it by about 6 pages if I manage, and then yeah, let's see how that goes. I'm gonna make some tea now to start, and later we're gonna have lunch and maybe do some reading. So yeah, let's get going. So, small interruption for those who are new here. My name is Roberta and I am a writer, aspiring writer, currently working on the second draft of a contemporary fiction novel that, for the sake of anonymity and for this YouTube channel, we're gonna call it, or we are calling it, Project East. So midday update, it is currently actually 1:45 p.m. and this has been much harder than I thought. We are currently standing at 23 pages, so I still have 3 more to cut. And yeah, it's been hard, mostly because I realized that I actually need to move things around. There is one particular dialogue that I need to cut. So let me backtrack a little. There are two dialogues between two characters, the same two characters, that are quite similar to each other. So ideally, I would need to put them together. The only thing is that in the sequencing, there is something in between these dialogues that the first dialogue leads to. So in order to move these two dialogues together, I need to find something else that could cause that scene in the middle to happen. So I hope that made sense. In any case, I think I found what that could be, and I wrote some additional paragraphs on that, and now I'm going through and I'm going to try and merge these two dialogues to see how it comes out and if it's feasible. So anyway, that took a lot of my time this morning because I had to brainstorm and kind of think and how I could readjust. Because obviously whenever you start changing things, then there are the little bits here and there that also you need to change to make it consistent. So anyways, I made some good progress on that, and I am halfway through kind of these pages, so I think I'm gonna take a short break now, and then later in the afternoon I will tackle the second half and see if this is going to work. It's kind of chilly and my throat hurts a bit, so I wanted to make something warm. I think I'm gonna make one of these golden lattes thing. Let me show you what it looks like. It looks like this. It's this calming golden latte, immune boosting and soothing. So yes, let's start making that for now, and then we'll go back to editing. It says to use 1 to 1.5 teaspoon in a cup of milk or milk substitute. So let's do that. I'm gonna start with 1 teaspoon because if I remember correctly, it actually is quite strong and it takes a while to dissolve. So anyway, yes, just to continue what I was saying, I'm finding this editing of this second draft very tough. It's actually been much tougher, I feel like, than writing it, or I don't know if it's true, or maybe I forgot all the struggles that went into writing the first draft, and so I'm not quite sure, but I feel that actually, I don't know, it feels really tough to actually edit the second draft properly. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of slow work, it's a lot of polishing work, and yeah, I've been suffering a little. Sorry, that's so dramatic. Okay, great news. I managed to cut the pages that I was supposed to cut. The new page count here, let me show you, it's 19 pages, so I think I've done well. I'm quite happy with it. I feel like whenever I cut, it's always like a very complicated experience. I'm always in doubt. I never know exactly what to cut, but after I managed to go through it and I actually work and rework the chapters, I think they're always much better than before. They always feel lighter, less stuffy, and just they flow much better. So it's definitely a very good exercise. It's needed, but it's very tiresome. Anyways, all the editing and the writing is done for today, which I'm very happy. It has been a productive Sunday. For the rest of my day, I think I'm gonna read a bit now. What I'm reading at the moment, it is here in my library. Let me move this. It's this book, The Empire of Gold. It's the last book in the Devabad trilogy by Chakraborty. I'm really liking it. It's like I've picked up this fantasy saga after a very long time that I didn't read any fantasy, and I'm really enjoying the journey. So I'm gonna read a bit of this for now, and later I'm gonna do some video editing and finish the video that I wanted to upload on YouTube today. So yeah, some chill time for me.